Hi Cancer, welcome to your love reading. How are you, my beauties? Happy New Year. Hopefully everyone is feeling great and that the new year brings many blessings, lots and lots of love, happiness, happy vibes, prosperity, wealth, health, the whole lot, all the good stuff. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading that resonates and you choose to stick around for the journey. Everything you guys need to know about me and the channel, it's in the description box, so check it out, as well as my contact details for those of you that would like to reach out for a personal reading. I'd love to do one for you. Yeah, my contact details are in the description box. Cancer, I love reading your comments. I read all the comments. I don't answer to them, but I do read them. It really does help me connect with your energy, which I use for future readings, but it also helps me get to know you guys in a different way. So really look forward to those comments, so keep on commenting. All right, what's going on in love? What brings you here today, Cancer? What is it that you'd like to know? Who am I connecting with today? What's going on? Why do I feel that in a room full of people, you still feel that you don't connect? Nothing seems to be moving you right now, Cancer. I'm getting that you're surrounded by a lot of people. You're very influential. There is an element of calmness to you. I'm actually overcome by calmness. Very at peace in certain areas of your life. But there is an undercurrent here of, and I'm seeing the ocean and I'm seeing a current or a rip. That's what it's called, a rip, you know, where you get sucked in and it takes you out into the ocean. It doesn't take much for you to go from being okay, feeling centered, feeling calm, to something really triggering you and sending you deep into your shadow. I'm getting that it can be exhausting. It can make you feel trapped when it comes to your love life. There is something here that needs your attention, Cancer. And I'm getting that there are a lot of distractions, or you're creating a lot of distractions potentially. All right, so let's have a look and see what's going on when it comes to love. Reach. The changes you are trying to make are getting closer. Something does not sit right in the dating realm. Whether you're partnered, single, or there is a situationship, whatever you want to call it, it always seems just beyond your reach. It just seems like, you know, you are intrigued, you're invested, and then it's like this. You get caught in this rip and it sends you deep into your shadows. Your defenses go up. And I think I channeled something similar for your singles love readings as well. And it's just this energy of you can't understand why you are not able to better manage your triggers. So even if you know the reason behind your action and what takes you to the, you know, dark aspects of yourself, you still find it really difficult to detach. It's almost like an addiction. Maybe you're the type that has an addictive personality. You know, from time to time, our addictions can vary. It could be alcohol for some time, and then we get over the alcohol, it becomes drugs, and then we get over the drugs, it becomes sex, and it's over the sex, and then it becomes a feeling. And the same kind of chemicals that are released into our body through drugs, through, even if they're prescription drugs or illegal drugs, the same type of chemicals that are released and hormones our body can produce and release. And we can sometimes become addicted to certain chemicals, especially the adrenals. So that fight or flight response, that's a type of energy I'm getting. I'm feeling that It's almost like an addiction. It's the space where you feel comfortable, where you can't seem, imagine being on illegal drugs and you know they're not good for you, they're not good for your body, but you can't kind of, and you hate the way they make you feel, let's say afterwards or whatever the case may be, but you can't seem to break that cycle. That's what I'm feeling when it comes to love. But there's nothing in specific or relating to a specific person. It's all about you. So let's have a look and see, who are you connecting with? Who is this for? How are you feeling about them? Or are you just here because you were drawn? Orphaned. It is that feeling of someone, there is grief here. There is grief. Now, for those of you that have actually lost someone, to the other side, it was a massive trigger that brought up a lot of suppressed and subconscious emotion from your childhood, from growing up, the decisions you've made and where they've brought you today. It's almost like the person you've been orphaned from due to their passing, it's the safety net has completely gone, and all you have to rely on is your own intuition and reaching out into the haze, into the darkness, into the clouds, trying to find your way to the other side and having no freaking idea how to get there. I'm sensing also, because this is a love reading, so it has to do with your emotional space, I'm sensing that the nurturing aspect that this person brought to your life has been ripped away from you, completely ripped away from you. On the other side, the way it could be affecting you if you haven't lost anyone due to their passing, it has to do with a loss of identity. It has to do with not being able to identify with who you truly are. You may have morals, you may have values, but you may be questioning certain things about your take on those. For example, our morals and our values are the core essence of who we are, let's say, and they may never change, but they definitely need to evolve. As we grow, so does our approach in how we handle ourselves through our morals and our values. And I feel that you've come to a point where you don't know how to work with those, expand them in a way that you feel comfortable with. So you go back to repeating patterns or behaviors, defense mechanisms, as a way of keeping yourself safe, protected, and in your comfort zone. So if anyone comes along and they really trigger your emotional space through their actions, through their words, through their non-verbal communication, through subliminal conversation, or through any type of conversation, right? And they trigger you, you may feel really quickly switched off, turned off, completely change your mind on that particular person. You may also feel that you're missing that sense of belonging, where you're really understood and you're really embraced and unconditionally loved, no matter how you come. And so I'm sensing that, Cancer, those of you that I'm connecting with, I'm getting a lot of channeled messages for you. Those of you that I'm connecting with are having a lot of trouble accepting or identifying and feeling comfortable with who you are right now. And for that reason, you're finding it really hard to find people to connect with and your soul tribe. I think it's very important to you to find someone that respects you for exactly who you are and loves you unconditionally. You're looking for unconditional love, that maternal type of love, that divine feminine type of love, that like the egg, that is protecting you as you heal and you nurture your spirit and your soul and your heart from your traumas, protecting you as you go through that transformation. All right, so how does this relate to your love life? Because I'm not getting any specific energy. This month's reading it seems like it's all about how you're feeling towards love and no one in particular. However, if you are with someone in particular or you do have someone in mind, this may be how you're feeling at this time. Yeah, so what I'm getting is, and these cards didn't actually fall out, they flipped. So I'm not going to take them, but I will take their energy on board. So what I'm getting is subconsciously, there is a lot of like this undercurrent that I'm feeling. Our subconscious, right, rears its head when we're drunk, rears its head when we're medicating. Keep on feeling medicating for some reason, or something to do with numbing. Okay, but what it does is it really taps into that space and allows you to sit with it while you're disconnected from it due to, I guess, whatever addiction it is you choose to go to. And that doesn't always, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to mean drugs. It doesn't necessarily have to mean alcohol. It could be even exercise to a degree, right? So yeah, it just brings up those feelings for you to be able to process. And the message I'm getting from Spirit is it's the only time you can truly connect with your emotional space without your head space, our protector, taking over and shutting it down because it's afraid of what's going to come up. And then how do you deal with it? There is something here that you need to pay attention to. When it comes to love, I feel that, you know what you want, and you've decided to take a different approach to love in general. You've decided that you want a more balanced approach between just life, making healthier decisions for yourself, choosing healthy friends to be around, seeking to educate yourself in ways that are going to inspire you in a positive way for growth, and making decisions, making conscious decisions or making purposeful decisions about your day-to-day actions and how you live out your day-to-day stuff so that you can attract the right types of energies to your life that will allow you to make this transformation and inspire you. And it is about our shadow, stepping out of our shadow and into the light and balancing those two different aspects of our polarities. It is about duality. It is about our masculine and feminine, embracing them and loving them equally through challenging times. That our negative self-talk, when an aspect of ourselves doesn't measure up to be what we want it to be, and so we turn the blame on ourselves, right? You are you're qualifying when it comes to love, you're qualifying people to make sure that they're able to support you on this journey. And you're fighting off and you're defending your ground when it comes here. Even if it means you're losing people that mean a lot to you, you understand that your progress is far more important than keeping others happy, maintaining the peace. It's almost like you can go from being so unbelievably calm and loving to being really aggressive, really defiant, and very convicted in your approach. The defenses go up and it's over. That's what I'm getting when it comes to love, when it comes to new love interests. But I'm getting, Cancer, that you're tired of this and you really want to bridge this gap. So let's have a look and see who you're connecting with, if you're connecting with anyone in particular. And the energy I'm feeling and what I'm getting from your reading is that there is a huge focus, or there needs to be a huge focus on self right now. Soulmates. Who is this person that sees you as their soulmate? Who you've connected with so unbelievably, deeply and emotionally. You know, this person sees so much potential in what you two could share, but there is a massive distance and block here, and I think you sense that. If you know who this person is, and I think you do, I have a feeling you do, very strong feeling. If you know who this person is, they understand that you are going through challenging times right now. You're their soulmate. They get that. And they feel safe enough to allow you the space that you need to, so that you can find your way through this haze and see that the changes that you want to make are getting closer, that you're able to do this. They don't want to take away your power and take away your ability to build your resistance, to build your, resilience. It is necessary. Otherwise, it takes away your power and your self-worth. And they know this. And so they will respectfully disengage from any situation where they feel that you are not happy. Oh my gosh. And this is the person that you have been calling. And you're looking at them from afar, Cancer. That's what I'm getting. Do you see how this guy here, you know, he's all about making the choice. Like he's come up with an idea. He's setting out, starting a new beginning. He has an idea of where he's going, and he's looking out into the horizon and thinking about how he's going to tackle this new adventure. That's the energy I'm getting from this card at the moment. And he's looking right at his soulmate. Now I'm saying he, it's because it looks like a he in the actual picture on the card. It could be a feminine energy, right? And he's being pushed by his intuition to move forward and move past these challenging times. And where he's looking at is directly at his soulmate, who has a deep understanding of the challenges that he's experiencing. And this is the energy that he's been calling in, or let's say you've been calling in. The ultimate nurturer, the queen of nurturing. She's the queen of queens. It doesn't get any higher than that. You know, this is directly love, unconditional love from above, that's been manifested and brought into the form of Venus, of her. She loves everything in her realm, everything in her kingdom. She is the epitome of creativity. She's the epitome of understanding hope. She's understanding of forgiveness. She has a lot of power. She sees the love that she shares and gives as it comes from a place of pure confidence. She doesn't have to seek anything out. She's so unbelievably attractive and so unbelievably confident in her ability to bring happiness and birth new ideas or new ways of being or new changes into life, that it is so intoxicating, and so you just get really drawn into this energy. And in fact, I'm finding it hard to move on from that. I'm really stuck in her energy right now. I can feel it drawing me in. And I say she, it's because that's what's on the card. Again, it could apply to either male or female. But this is the divine feminine. She's the representation as far as the yin and yang go. Those two soulmates. The receiving energy. She knows, this person that you're connecting with knows that they need to lean back and allow the space that's needed for you to do what you need to do and not take any action. And just be there the way they are, doing what they do, being the best version of themselves, loving the world unconditionally in order for you to raise your vibration, shift your energy, and come back into alignment with this person. This is an extraordinary energy. This is extraordinary. This is all about being at the right place at the right time. I want you to think about this person, Cancer, and I want you to think about if there was a time that you shared with this person that was really, really uncanny, like, you know, you met them at the most bizarre place. It almost feels like that. It almost feels like fate to cross paths, or, you know, you may have had repeating situations like that where both of you happen to be at the same place at the same time, but it's so bizarre that you would be. It doesn't, you know, it's not somewhere you would typically, frequent. And so there you are, meeting up with this person once again. This is what I'm talking about. This person's been put on your path, but there is something here that needs to be done. That there is more work that needs to be done here for you to be able to receive the love. And this is divine intervention. This, I really believe that your spirit guides sent you this person to trigger you in a way that you haven't been triggered before as deeply, that sets off this catalyst effect, domino effect, that causes you to really do some inner work and introspection. After this person disengaged, or you disengage from them, or whatever the case may be, however you're putting your boundaries up and it's affecting this union, nothing seems to be quite right. And even though you're reaching forward and you're looking into the future, something just doesn't feel right. And Spirit wants you to know the changes you're trying to make are getting closer. This is about divine timing. This is about finding the right balance at the right time, where the alchemy is just right. You know, that you're not quite ready to receive this level of love just as yet. And this person knows this. Beautiful energy. And they've come, you have earned this person. Okay, you don't actually own them to earn them in that way, but what I'm saying is that you've earned this type of energy where you can tap into, meet and tap into that frequency, so that they set the standard, and then you can start bridging the gap between where you're currently at to meet that frequency and receive that type of energy, because you've been through some very difficult times when it comes to love, Cancer. Very, very difficult times. Friends, love, family, the whole lot. Some very traumatic experiences is what I'm getting as well, that have left you shell-shocked, right? Very deep reading, my goodness. So what I'm going to do is, I want to know what's going to happen here, because at this stage there's nothing happening on the physical realm, but there is a lot happening between the two of you energetically. And I could go a lot deeper into what the energy exchange is on the higher frequencies, but we'll be here for an hour. Yeah. Everything is up in the air. Things don't seem right. What you thought was not. You were faced with a decision. You were faced with a situation when it comes to this person that really threw you off. You know, we've got a zebra here that looks like a giraffe. Now, if that doesn't tell you the story, I don't know what does. You know, and you decided that this doesn't feel right. I'm disengaging. But there is something here that you're missing. It's almost like you didn't or they didn't offer the opportunity to show up in a different way. Okay, and this has come up before for you guys, Cancer, to show up in a different way. And as a result, or you disengaged, but you didn't quite see, you know, underneath what you thought was that you or they may have found sinister or, you know, a deal breaker or made you or them feel uncomfortable, is the most beautiful, positive, unconditionally loving, powerful, very confident, heaven-sent type of person. And this card was at the bottom of the deck before, and it wanted to come out. Yeah, you sensed that you wanted to put an end to repeating cycles and behaviors. They triggered you in a way that took you back to a time where you didn't want to go back to. And so you decided to disengage, but that set you, there was something about this person that was different, and it sent you, or is different. They may still be in your life. I don't know why I keep saying was. Maybe I'm connecting with a lot of you that are not on speaking terms with this person at the moment, but that's not going to last forever. Yes, okay, it's not going to last forever. I don't think you want it to last forever. But they triggered you in a way where something was very different about this person, but what they did took you back to a time very deep in your emotions, very deep in your thoughts, very deep to times where you felt that you were disregarded, neglected, rejected, humiliated, taken advantage of, and had love ripped from you. But this is going to turn itself around, because guess what? Spirit works in mysterious ways, and just like they popped up out of nowhere, in the most mysterious ways. And those of you that connect with that and understand, you'll remember that time where both of you just happened to meet up somewhere out of the blue. Okay? That's the energy. And it will happen again, Cancer. I strongly feel that. All right, I hope you guys found that reading helpful. Feel free to reach out for a personal reading if you'd really like to work with, I guess, the shadow work. This is all about shadow work and managing your triggers, finding ways to manage your triggers. I'd love to do a reading for you. If not, please do comment below. Like I said, I love reading your comments, and I will see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Cancer.